Hey there everyone, I am Dresden and welcome back to another episode of Downhill Madness. Today we're going to be checking out 3 more vehicles to see how they do down the Stairway Mountain Rally Course. We're starting off with this. It's definitely in Korean, so I'm going to try to pronounce it and we're going to see. This is the Songchui Ilkun. This is the standard version. And yeah, it's got 68 horsepower, power to weight of 0.048. So it's not super powerful. But it might do well because, you know, these like consumer class vehicles tend to do fairly decent here on the rally course. And we'll see how it ends up doing. We still haven't hit 60 yet. We just hit 60. So down a hill, 0 to 60 is about 15 seconds. Or so. I didn't actually count, but not the fastest thing, you know. But hey, consumer car, probably not really made for highways and probably in 80s or 90s vehicle. I can't see this being any later than that, or earlier, maybe 70s, but probably 80s, 90s. It's the design of this. But I'm expecting it to do decent. We do have another variation of this that we will also be running in this episode, and I'm also expecting that to be decent. But this one, we'll see how it goes. And then we also have something a little special. You probably saw it in the thumbnail for the last vehicle. So stay tuned for that. This is actually, I do quite enjoy how this drives. It's not awful on the rally course, which is good and surprising as well, since it's just a consumer class vehicle. I don't really have any main complaints besides the fact that it's just slow. Suspension feels okay, probably tuned for street, so that makes sense why it would be okay on this. Because we like softer but still sort of stiff suspension. It's got a good amount of ground clearance, probably for dirt roads, dirt and gravel roads, because I'm sure people have those driveways like that. They have those driveways in America, so I'm sure people have driveways that are dirt and gravel and stuff over there in Korea. I don't really know if this is even a real vehicle. It looks like one of the Ibishu vehicles in this game. I don't remember what it is. The ETK, no, it might be an ETK 300 Ibishu Pesima. One of those two. I don't know. Kind of looks like that, but Korean, not Japanese. Could just be a rebrand. Could be something completely different. Could actually be a real vehicle. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that it's going 75 miles an hour, which is pretty good. The brakes are pretty dang good on this. I'm impressed by the brakes. Considering they're not really made to be braking at 75 miles an hour on dirt and gravel, they're doing pretty well. This vehicle is doing pretty well. I'm excited for the next version because I would think it would do even better than this one. I guess we'll have to find out, but I feel like the time on this is probably top 30 at least. I mean, I don't really know what time it's at. I can only see that in post-processing. Can only tell how long it's been going while I'm editing the video. I have no idea now because I don't want it to influence my driving. I don't want to rush if it's going slow. I just want to drive it. So there we go. We're at the bottom. It's in good condition, actually. Windshield is shattered. The entire rear end's fine. The doors on the left side. And, okay, all the doors kind of popped open a little bit. But not bad. Front suspension does look a little rough. Maybe a little collapsed, but that's okay. To be expected. Yeah, ground clearance is definitely a little lower. And the hood's a little popped up. But otherwise, yeah, this pretty good. Pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and turn it around here and run it into the wall as fast as we can. Also, my new Xbox... Oh, my roof is caved in as well. You can see that with the reflection. Xbox controller will be in, not for next episode, but for the episode after. So, going to continue to play with the PlayStation controller until then. 63 miles an hour into the wall, 64. Okay. That's acceptable. That's pretty decent condition for that crash. And it still runs. Still kind of turns. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. On to the next vehicle for this episode. Let's see if it does any better than this one. Alright, everyone. This is the Songtui Ilkun. I'm sorry, I'm still pronouncing that awful. Military all-terrain facelift version. Has 119 horsepower. Power to weight ratio of 0.083, which is pretty good. It's going to be in the leaderboard as the military ATFL because I don't have enough space to type that. But we're going to go ahead and run it down and see how it does. So, go ahead and get started here. What? Great. So, let's go ahead and run it down the Stairway Mountain and see how it does. It's still not much faster, actually. It doesn't really feel faster. It's probably got direct injection. I know the facelift version of this vehicle does. I'm assuming this one does as well. Okay, maybe it is a little faster. I can't really tell. All I know is I don't feel like it should be named the off-road version because I don't feel like it's super off-roady. The suspension's not very off-roady. It's got big tires, probably more ground clearance, but other than that, I don't really think so. It's also in high gear with unlocked differentials. We're going to keep it in that. Mainly because I don't feel like changing it, but we don't need any discrepancy on the leaderboard. The only thing I do is turn off stability control if I can. Yeah, it feels about like the last one. Maybe a little bit faster. But that comes at the added cost of the suspension is doing not as well. As you just heard, our entire undercarriage just slammed into the mountainside after we went off a little bump. And that's not exactly wanted. I think our front suspension's collapsed already. Not fully collapsed, partially collapsed, but it's still collapsed in the end. But, oh no. We are facing the wrong direction. And we're back. Slight scare, but, you know, it's to be expected. It wasn't that bad. Boink. And a turn. Just like that. I'm learning this track pretty well. We're on episode 48, I do believe. We've almost been doing this for an entire year, which is crazy to imagine. I don't think it has actually been a year yet. I think we did 2 episodes in 1 week, so it'll be episode 53 will be the 1 year, and I think this is 48. So about a month away. We're getting close to doing this for a year. Pretty snazzy, if you ask me. We're at over 130 vehicles. This episode, I think, will tip it over 135, which is pretty cool. A lot of vehicles have gone down this course. I've had a lot of practice, probably around 150, 160 runs on this course, with 135-ish making it after this episode, because I'm assuming the next vehicle will make it, and judging by how this is driving, I'm assuming this will make it. So we've finished this course around 135 times, which is crazy. Had tons of practice, and it helps because I actually know braking line now. I know braking zones. I know what corners I can cut, what corners I need to be wary of. It's pretty nice. We might do a video soon where we run the first 3 vehicles we ever ran on this course again, because I'd be intrigued to see how much of an improvement I can get after running this for a year. Maybe the 1-year episode will be the first vehicles to ever run this. If I remember to do that, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I'll just have to see if I remember. We finished. Front suspension's definitely collapsed. But overall, I mean, it's in about as good a shape as the last vehicle, except it's pulling to the right. But that's a very minor pull to the right. Get rid of the mirror. We don't need it. Don't need the mirror. See ya. Oh, wait. See ya. Okay, well, it was bent a little, but I didn't actually get rid of it. I feel like the extra horsepower didn't really do anything. It could be that it just weighs that much more, but I don't think it weighs a lot more. I think it's like 20 kilos or something, so really don't know. All I know is I don't know why they would use this in the military. It is faster, actually. We are hitting the wall at 69 miles an hour, and that hurts. Drive shaft's broken. Everything else is kind of broken. I feel like it did worse than the last one. Does it shift up the gears? And then it goes down the gears? That's annoying. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Made it to the bottom, though. First try. Let's see if the third and final vehicle for this episode can do probably the best out of these, if I'm being honest. Alright, everyone. This is the Ibishu Covet Border Runner. According to the description, made for sand dunes with some slightly not so legal modifications. I'll let you guess what those would be. 883 horsepower, giving us a power to weight ratio of over 0.5. Almost weighs 2 tons. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, I think it's rear-wheel drive. This is okay. It's very floaty as well. Oh gosh. This is gonna be rough. There's some parts I can think that we can let loose a little, but I think most of this is gonna be driven slowly because this is mad. It's so loud too. And it has barely any power in the first few gears, and then it just gets all the power in the world. Like, this is mad, this thing. It's very, very floaty as well. Probably because the suspension is probably tuned for a trophy truck, and they just put it on here without tuning it to the weight of this. So it's just like weird feeling to drive. It's also very large. It's a very large vehicle, so that can also cause some interesting things. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's quite powerful. Oh, it's gonna grip roll on the dirt. It's gonna grip roll on the dirt. That is, this is mad, this thing. Oh gosh, we broke our front left suspension. It's gone. Hold on. We're having problems. Sorry, I just yelled at my mother. Because we're supposed to be leaving the house, and I did this, and I'm not gonna leave until it's done, but I can drive, so if I need to drive, I will drive. Yeah, okay, so even where I thought we could put down some power, we really can't because it's not controllable. I could have probably gone with the base. There are 2 versions of this Covet. I could have gone with the base model one, but I wanted to go with this one because it's made for sand dunes, and I figured that would do well over the bumps of the Stairway Mountain. But I don't know if I was right. I feel like the base model may have honestly been a little bit better. Also, how is our air filter spitting flames? Can you see that on the back right? Oh, I don't think the cold air intake is. I think that's the exhaust. I think it's just being weird. Okay. Yeah, so other people could probably have done this better than I am. But I am having a hard time driving this. This is my first time actually driving this too, which makes sense. I mean, it's my first time driving really any vehicle I've ran down this course. I don't test the vehicles beforehand, so it makes sense that I would have a little bit of a hard time with this. No, don't roll. Okay. We are gonna make it to the bottom though. I don't know if we'll be any faster, if I'm being honest. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see for the leaderboard. I think it does feel a little faster, but it comes with the cost of not being able to control the vehicle. Let's floor it to the end. We made it. Yeah, that front left caused a lot of issues. Also, our brakes are 750 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, caused a lot of issues. Let's go ahead and respawn it just so we can run it into the wall. Pristine. Yeah, it's got to have like a turbo, because as soon as that turbo hits, power out the wazoo. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a devastating impact into that wall. If I can get it there. I have to be able to control the vehicle to get it there. Also, it's definitely got a turbo, and it's definitely got anti-lag on it, because the flames are immense, like anti-lag flames. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, it's not the wall, but it'll do. Wait. We can still hit the wall at 34 miles an hour. Boink. Actually, that bent a little more than I thought it would at 34. But, hey, you know what? We got our impact. That's all that matters. Alright, on to the leaderboard for this episode. Let's see how our 3 vehicles today did. Alright, and now onto the leaderboard for this episode. So in 22nd place, we have the Songchi Ilkun Military ATFL with a time of 3 minutes and 9.4 seconds. And then, this is baffling, folks. We have 3 times that are 3 minutes and 17.0 seconds. And 2 of them are from this video. Like, in 43rd place, and I'm doing it because the vehicle that we run before will always be higher up because technically I have more experience on the course as time goes on. So, in 43rd place, we have the Songchui Ilkun Standard with a time of 3 minutes and 17.0 seconds. And in 44th place, the Abishu Covet Border Runner with a time of 3 minutes and 17.0 seconds. That's the first time that's happened. And I'm surprised that it ever happened, that we got 2 vehicles in the same episode that ran the exact same time. One of them was a stock Korean car, pretty much. And one of them was a Baja-tuned little chunky thing. Covet. I don't know what it should be. But that's crazy. That's wild. Absolutely wild. Alrighty. And as always, let's go ahead and launch the vehicle off the Stairway Mountain. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and that bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. Check out the second channel. I'm actually doing stuff over there now. Videos are going up for the next 2 weeks. Actually, one went out at the same time this did today, so go check that out. And the next one is for next Monday. Hopefully I continue a Monday upload schedule. We'll just have to wait and see. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, this has been Dresden on BeamNG.drive, and goodbye.